Hello, it's Alana Stimes, Director of Program Development, and I'm here just to share a brief overview with you regarding our climate justice programs, two of which are one is called Community Forestry Corps, and the new one that we're building in for fall of 2021 is known as Home Energy Corps. So I'll talk a little bit about Community Forestry Corps first. This program began in 2020 and is new to our climate justice work. And the goal of Community Forestry Corps is really to preserve and protect Minnesota's environment and strengthen communities at the same time. So the main focus is on preserving and increasing tree canopy. Things like tree inventorying, tree planting events, gravel bed nursery, emerald ash borer, citizen volunteer, and then outreach and education events are kind of core components to the Community Forestry Corps program. Members provide sites with additional capacity to preserve and increase tree canopy in our communities that our members are serving in. Members are going to be trained and are trained to specifically conduct the following activities. So things like tree inventorying, just doing basic assessments of what trees are there, and then doing planning and implementing tree planting events. And they do that with host site staff or volunteers. They help with gravel bed nursery design, construction, and management. And we've all maybe heard about emerald ash borer, but there's some pretty nasty pests that kind of threaten the trees that we have, especially here in Minnesota. And so members help with management plans related to emerald ash borer, and they develop those plans and implement them in collaboration with their host sites. They also do some volunteer recruitment and training kind of with community members around the work that they're doing. And they also serve as a host site tree ambassador. So they're doing things like providing outreach and education about the importance of trees in our communities. In 2020, the first year of the Community Forestry Corps program, we had a statewide focus in Minnesota, and we're continuing that focus into future years. So this is just a little bit of a snapshot of who we did partner with in 2020-21 program year. And we know that we're continuing to kind of get some new sites and new interested partner organizations for future program years. Members are definitely trained, as we sort of mentioned earlier, to be able to conduct this unique environmental work. And so they're trained in kind of a orientation training, which is typically kind of over their first week, around things like benefits of trees, understanding climate mitigation and adaptation, what are the threats to urban trees, and then understanding more about that emerald ash borer management. They learn things like tree planting and care, tree education, and then, of course, how to actually communicate the work and all that great service that they're doing day to day for their service. And then they learn about tree identification, gravel bed, and tree inventorying and best practices around those pieces, and also understanding the tree planting experience. This is hosted by Tree Trust, and we've had some amazing consultants help us build this program, and Tree Trust has really been a key partner in helping us kind of implement this part of the training. They also receive ongoing training around things like community forestry. We kind of talked about some of those pieces earlier. And then, of course, these are climate justice programs. We know that culture and identity play a really big part, and that there's a lot of different layers to kind of environmental justice as it relates to kind of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So members are trained in all of those critical elements. We have another new program that's going to begin in the fall of 2021, kind of underneath that climate justice umbrella. And this program is going to be called Home Energy Corps. So Home Energy Corps really hopes to mitigate climate change by increasing residential weatherization efforts in our communities. It's a lot of big words, but we'll get more into what that means in just a moment. But these are things like identifying solar opportunities for solar energy and solar paneling, helping folks understand energy efficiencies, kind of the difference maybe between an LED light bulb and an incandescent light bulb, and which one's more energy efficient and can help with cost savings, but also energy savings. And then things like providing education and knowledge to folks in the community, and then assisting with applications for energy assistance program and helping folks in the community understand if they can apply and then how they can apply. So our member activities in Home Energy Corps really center around outreach and community education efforts, building community connections, tabling at public events, and giving educational presentations on weatherization efforts and mitigating some of those energy saving pieces. They also provide in-home residential energy services. So they help residents identify opportunities to save energy and costs. They conduct direct installation of energy-saving equipment, and they build rapport with the community served. And another key piece to what our Home Energy Corps members will be doing is conducting solar opportunity assessments. And so that's really kind of taking a look, especially in those residential settings, to see if solar paneling opportunities and other solar opportunities could be a good fit, and then really kind of go through what those options would look like. So, like I said, it's a new program in 2021. We are still working with some of our design team and consultant team on helping us develop member training and program design. So we're excited to see where the program takes us.